I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. You may be seated. We've all received copies of the last meeting's minutes. Any additions or corrections? Seeing none, they'll stand approved as presented. Approval of the current financial report. You've received copies of that. I would entertain a motion to approve that.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Rogers that we approve the current financial report from the auditor's office. Discussion. Call roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Public hearing, we have nothing scheduled for this evening, but anyone wishing to address council may do so. Please come up. Pardon? Oh, approve the agenda. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you. I have no additions or corrections at this time to make on the agenda.
Make a motion.
That one to come. Go ahead.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to approve the agenda as presented. Discussion. Call roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Now, public hearing portion is open. If you'd like to address council, please come to the microphone and state your name and address. Seeing none, we will move on to. Oh, excuse me, go ahead. Yeah.
Justin Hines, 3812 Beam Blossom. That's not in the city, of course, but I'm here to talk about the upcoming committee report. It's all next on your agenda, but it's for annexation. And I guess I just want to let you know if you guys have any questions about that amongst the trustees. We're here to entertain them, two of us anyways. But we're okay with the annexation as soon the property owner applies for it. So there's no reason to really delay it, and we're not going to oppose it. So
Okay.
that's all I'll let you know, and that's the decision that the trustees made at the last meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, now we'll move forward. Administrative reports, Mr. Mayor.
Just a few updates on events. Of course, this weekend is the Sheriff's Deputies Sports Home Show Expo. They call it the Expo. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One thing that's kind of an importance is the DACA, the Dark County Center for the Arts. This is their 40th anniversary. I brought it up once before, and we're planning on attending their sponsors luncheon coming up, which is May 9th. And I've talked to President Burkett about it, and they'd like a couple of council people to come along, members, and I'm sure that Nancy will help us put together maybe a certificate, proclamation or something, and it's a little ways off yet, but think about it. If a couple you want to go, or three, maybe, it doesn't matter, that if you'd like to stop in and go to that luncheon, it'd be great, so just let me know later. Next I have Main Street Greenville this Friday is the first Friday again, so this first Friday is a scavenger hunt, starts at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's for all ages, so you stop at the Visitor Center, on Friday, and pick up a list of places to go, then you solve a riddle, take a picture, send it back to the Visitor Center. You go back there later on, and the kids get prizes, and then the adults will be put in for a gift certificate. One other thing, at the Bish Discovery Center, there'll be a bike ride on the 13th for families. If anybody's interested, they'll take this. It's a national trails opening that day for all over the country, and they do things different places. So they're going to have a bike ride for families. That starts at 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock on the 13th. So that's it. Thank you. Pass.
All right.
You ask any questions?
Any questions? All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Moving on, Safety Service Director, Mr. Garrison.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. Three things to cover this evening. Start out with some great news that we received last week, and that is to let you know that we received a letter from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and we received a grant in the amount of $273,769 from the ODNR Land and Water Conservation Fund, and that is the grant that we applied for the splash pad at South Park. And then along with that, I'm pleased to make the first public announcement that in partnership, in anticipation of receiving the grant, we have partnered with Wayne Healthcare and the Wayne Healthcare Foundation, and they will be donating $225,000 towards that splash pad. So what that looks like for the city is a small expenditure of approximately $50,000 for the engineering, and we will have a new feature at our South Park, which will include a parking lot, the splash pad feature, and then also the renovations of the building, the rec center, the old rec center. And this would include a new men's and women's restroom, and then not demolishing, but doing some interior demolition in the existing restrooms and turning that into the area that would house the controls for the splash pad. So we look to have a lot of improvements in the south end of town at the South Park. So we're very happy about that, and thank you to the ODNR and the Wayne Healthcare Foundation for their donation. Would like to make you also aware of a special event that will be happening in the city of Greenville. It's coming up quickly. It's on April the 12th and 13th. April the 12th is a Friday afternoon, and on the 13th is a Saturday afternoon as well. And this is called the Global Day of Service. Kelly Harrison, who is in charge of the We Are the Majority kids, they've made several presentations in front of this council in the past. That organization has done such things as painting and pressure washing the East Main Street Bridge. They've also done various cleanup types of projects around the city. Well, with the Global Day of Service, this comes with a $1,000 grant that has been granted to the organization We Are the Majority. The Darke County Coalition for Healthy Living has also matched that grant in the amount of $1,000. So they have $2,000 to use on whatever it may need to complete service projects in the city of Greenville. Three of the projects that will be happening that will directly affect the city of Greenville one of them will be at the East Main Street Bridge. In collaboration with the We Are the Majority group, the group's Citizens for Safer Streets will be working with the We Are the Majority kids, and they will be creating a flower bed at the steps that go down from East Main Street to the walking path. This is an area that is not very aesthetically pleasing, and this group has stepped up and said they would like to see it looking better. So they're going to take the steps necessary to get the plants and the mulch and do what it is that they need to do in that area. We also have an individual who's going to work with them to pressure wash the graffiti off the side of the bridge. So we're excited about that, and we appreciate their help. They will also be working at both of the entry signs and the main park sign. That includes some landscaping, some mulch. We'll get the mulch out there and they'll spread it, and again, various plantings that they'll take care of. And then last but not least, a couple of the groups will just do roadway cleanup. We've talked about certain areas like Russ Road, and then the retention pond that's between, it would be what's now the Quality Inn and the Mexican restaurant. It's an area that just doesn't look real pleasing, and a lot of trash that gets caught up in that area. So that group, there will be a group that will be up there, and they'll be working, and we'll have vests on them, and all that. So again, we appreciate their help. We appreciate the various donations and for all they do to make Greenville a better place. And then the last thing to report to you, the CIC has accepted your tasking of being able to administer the home improvement grant and as well as the revolving loan fund. We are in the process of establishing various subcommittees that will finalize those applications, and once those applications have been finalized, we will bring them back to council for approval. So a couple of you serve on that committee, and we'll be serving on the subcommittees, and we'll be getting with you in the very near future as to when those committees will be meeting. So if there are no other questions, Mr. Council President, I will pass.
Any questions for the Safety Service Director?
When will the date for that splash pad in the South Park, be started?
I think we would anticipate sometime in the spring of 2020.
Okay.
A lot of work to be done yet this year.
That's a major renovation.
Yes, it
down
is.
there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. Law Director, Mr. Brand,
I will pass.
and City Auditor, Mrs. Wellman.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. Just one final reminder that the Ohio Ethics Disclosure Reports are due Monday on the 15th. I'm sure probably everybody's already taken care of it, but I just wanted to have one. You're smiling. Oh, gosh.
I'm hiding my head.
Anyway.
My to-do list.
Okay. And then the other item I have is we now have a new city treasurer, and I asked her to come up tonight and introduce herself to you. Becky Straight.
No, yeah, please come on.
Hi, I'm Becky Straight. I'll sign my checks for Becca, I guess, since it sounds more official. But I've lived in Dark County my whole life. My husband and I and all our children and my parents and all my siblings graduated from Greenville High School. And I'm just happy to have the opportunity to serve. This is only my second week, and Kim Davis has been excellent at trying to make the puzzles pieces fit in this process. Everybody in the whole building has to. So I really appreciate it, and I look forward to it. That's it.
Thank you for taking it, and welcome to the city of Greenville. We're glad to have
I'm
you.
going to sneak out now.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for coming.
Have a good night.
Good night.
And with that, I pass.
Okay, so moving on to committee reports. We have one out of the Utilities Committee. So would you please read your report?
A report dated March 25th, 2019. Honorable members, we hereby submit our report. The Utilities Committee met on March 21st, 2019 to review Jeff Serber's request for water and sewer services to the property at 1348 Sater Street outside of the city limits. The committee recommends granting Jeff Serber's request for water and sewer services to the property at 1348 Sater Street outside of city limits, contingent upon an annexation agreement between the property owner and the city, which is to be prepared by the city's law director. The committee also recommends abating the stormwater charge for a period not to exceed more than 5 years and/or once the property is developed and annexed. Respectfully submitted, Committee on Utilities, Chairman Clarence Godwin, Vice Chairman Doug Wright, and Member John Hensley.
Okay, you've heard the reading of the committee's report.
Move to accept the committee's report.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to accept the committee's report. Discussion.
Will the annexation take place before we put water and sewage in there?
Pardon?
Will the annexation take place before? the
No,
water and
this
sewage?
report is simply stating that we would supply water and sewer services to an entity outside of the city because it's not part of the city. How long that would be, I don't know. The gentleman from the Township Trustees said that they do not oppose annexation, so that can proceed. So if the annexation can proceed, then whatever. So anyone else, question or comments? Okay, the motion is to accept the committee's report. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
No.
Haddishell,
Yes.
Rogers?
No.
What do we got?
4 yeas, 2.
4 yeas and 2 noes, so the motion carries. Report is accepted. We'll have to move forward. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. First, we have a resolution authorizing contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated for services and materials for replacement of the pavement on South Ohio Street.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Motion, Mr. Godwin, to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title second and third time. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Next, we have a resolution authorizing contract with the city, Cooley Contracting LLC.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Cooley Contracting LLC. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Cooley Contracting LLC for services and materials for replacement of the water line at Memorial Drive.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution its reading by second and third time, by title only.
Motion, Mr. Whitaker, to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title second and third time. Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Cooley Contracting LLC. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Cooley Contracting LLC.
Motion to adopt this resolution.
Motion by Mrs. Houdeshell to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Next, we have a resolution authorizing contract with ODOT for acquisition of road salt.
A resolution authorizing entering into a contract with ODOT for acquisition of road salt. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with the Ohio Department of Transportation for the acquisition of road salt through the Joint Purchase Program.
Motion to suspend the rules and read this resolution, but second and third time by title only.
So Mrs. Houdeshell to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing entering into a contract with ODOT for acquisition of road salt. A resolution authorizing entering into a contract with ODOT for acquisition of road salt.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion.
Getting a good deal on it?
Well, you won't know that until, obviously, until it bids, so.
Yeah.
Further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
I assume that's for next season, not necessarily the rest of this season, please?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You didn't think you'd get peppered with so many questions about salt, did you?
I just want to make sure we're not anticipating any more snow or ice. Next, we resolution adopt or adopting the Dark County multi-jurisdictional hazardous mitigation 5-year plan update.
A resolution adopting the Dark County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation 5-year plan update. This resolution adopts that hazard mitigation plan meeting program criteria be developed in order that the participating Dark County communities and unincorporated areas of Dark County will be eligible for future pre-disaster and post-disaster hazard mitigation grant program funding.
Motion to suspend the rules and read this resolution by title, second and third time.
Motion, Mrs. Howard, to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second, third time, discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution adopting the Dark County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation 5-year plan update. A resolution adopting the Dark County multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation 5-year plan update.
Motion to accept resolution.
Motion, Mrs. Howard, to accept the resolution, discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Pardon? Motion carried. Next, we have, what? Resolution authorizing soliciting bids for sanitary sewer grouting services.
A resolution to authorize soliciting bids for sanitary sewer grouting services. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to advertise for bids for grouting of sanitary sewers under Gray, Oakwood, Washington, and Riffle Avenues, and Schweitzer, Hamilton, Pine, Stater, and Front Streets.
Move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second and third reading by title only.
Motion for Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution to authorize soliciting bids for sanitary sewer grouting services. A resolution to authorize soliciting bids for sanitary sewer grouting services.
Motion to adopt this resolution.
Motion, Mrs. Howard, to adopt the resolution, discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Next, we have a resolution terminating the enterprise zones created by Resolution 98-156.
A resolution terminating the enterprise zone created by resolution number 98-156. This resolution terminates the enterprise zone concerning parcel ID F272309060401-10204, created by resolution number 98-156, as the agreement has concluded.
Motion to suspend the rules and read this resolution second and third time by title only.
Motion, Mr. Howard, to suspend the rules and read the resolution by title, second, third time. Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Pardon? Motion to suspend? Okay.
A resolution terminating the enterprise zone created by resolution number 98-156. A resolution terminating the enterprise zone created by resolution number 98-156.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Fix up your face here, Mr. Hensley. What do we got? I'm sorry, I'm getting behind.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Hottishell? Rogers?
Yes.
And next, we have a resolution accepting bids for rental in the city well field.
A resolution accepting bid for rental of the city well field. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a lease for the rental of municipal lands adjacent to Chestnut Street to the Dark County Aero Modelers Association.
Move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second and third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second, third time. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution accepting the bid for rental of the city well field. A resolution accepting the bid for rental of the city well field.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker to adopt the resolution. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
And number 8, a resolution terminating the Community Development Block Grant account.
A resolution terminating the Community Development Block Grant account. This resolution terminates a Community Development Block Grant, which was created to promote development within the city. The basis for the account has concluded, and the remaining funds of 36 cents will be transferred to the general fund.
Motion to suspend the rules and read this resolution by title only, second and third time.
Motion by Mrs. Haudashell to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second, third time. Discussion.
What are we going to do with all that money?
Spend it.
Uh,
You'll spend it.
This
Pave-
is
pave
on the
another
motion,
street?
to suspend the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yeah.
Wright?
Yes.
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution terminating the Community Development Block Grant account. A resolution terminating the Community Development Block Grant account.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Now the question, what are we going to do with all that money? Okay.
Obviously not that much.
Pave a street.
Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
And last, we have a resolution authorizing the financial assistance in support of community-based entities.
A resolution authorizing financial assistance in support of the endeavors and pursuits of certain community-based entities. This resolution authorizes financial assistance to community-based entities as follows. Dark County Visitors Bureau in the amount of $20,000. Main Street Greenville in the amount of $20,000. Dark County Horseshoe Ohio State Tournament in the amount of $1,750. Dark County Horseshoe Ringer Classic Tournament in the amount of $1,750. Annie Oakley Committee in the amount of $1,500. The Gathering at Garst in the amount of $500. Fireworks Reserve in the amount of $11,261. YOLO of Dark County Incorporated in the amount of $10,000. Greenville Girls Softball Association in the amount of $2,000. Greenville Citizens Baseball League in the amount of $2,000. Community Events Appropriations in the amount of $12,000. And Union Cemetery in the amount of $5,000.
You've heard the first reading.
Move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules and read the resolution by title, second, and third time. Discussion? Call the roll.
Whitaker?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing financial assistance in support of the endeavors and pursuits of certain community-based entities. A resolution authorizing financial assistance in support of the endeavors and pursuits of certain community-based entities.
Motion to accept this resolution.
Motion to approve the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Whitaker?
No.
Wright?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hensley?
Yes.
Addishell?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-1. And that concludes our ordinances and resolutions. Nothing under old, under new business. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, yes. Since the passage of this resolution that we just considered, there is a expenditure to the Greenville Union Cemetery, and I understand that that is needed to be done as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Okay. Council does have a procedure that legislation is prepared. Since this passed, now we can do this one. We would have to suspend the rules for the purpose of adding to the agenda if council so chooses to do that.
I make a motion to do that.
Mr. Hensley moves that the council rules be suspended for the purpose of adding to the agenda. Discussion? Call roll, please.
Whitaker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
Yes.
Addishell,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Okay, so adding to the agenda will be resolution, is it a resolution? That's an ordinance. Ordinance number 10, item 10 on the thing.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2019. This ordinance authorizes appropriations to the general fund for Union Cemetery Council in the amount of $5,000. These funds are needed for repairs and maintenance to Union Cemetery. This obligation is split between the city and Greenville Township.
Motion to accept.
You have to,
Suspend the rules. Okay, suspend the rules and read this ordinance by
title.
title only for the second and third time.
Ready. Motion by Mrs. Howdishell to suspend the rules and read the ordinance by title second and third time. Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
Yes.
Addishell,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2019. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2019.
Move to adopt the ordinance?
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion. Call the roll.
Whitaker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
Yes.
Addishell,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Okay. Now, that concludes our ordinance and resolution. Send those on, Mayor, please. Now, nothing under old business. Under new business, we have a thing from the Division of Liquor Control regarding the renewal of liquor permits. In talking with the Safety Service Director and the Law Director, I think it would be good if we had something in writing from the chief before we consider that. So at this time, we'll put, I'm going to put that on hold until the next council meeting. And the clerk will check with the chief on something. So we do have something in writing. I think it would be a little bit cleaner that way. Any communications?
A monthly report was received from the Income Tax Department. A brochure regarding pipeline information was received from Paradigm Services. A training session invitation was received from the Ohio EPA. A transportation infrastructure funding statement was received from the OML. And CIC board minutes were received for January and February 2019. Also, as a letter was received from Philip Pieri, president of Yellow of Dark County Incorporated, dated March 27, 2019. Dear City Council members, the Yellow Festival of Races is asking to be able to be added to the existing ordinance number 12-15 as per Safety Service Director Garrison's suggestion at the Finance Committee meeting on February 26, 2019. There are several events that are not in existence today on the ordinance, and we would like to request that Yellow replace or be added to the list. 100% of Yellow's proceeds are put back into the community through various projects. Currently, all proceeds for this race will go towards our urban park project. We hope you will consider this request, and we look forward to working with the city throughout the years. Best regards, Philip J. Pieri, President, Yellow of Dark County Incorporated.
So do we need just a simple motion to do that? Mr. Law Director.
could do that just by a motion. You
Right.
have to have something drawn up to consider.
Yeah,
You want to
ordinance
Ordinance
change.
drawn up.
You want to consider it in committee first, or do you want to just grant the, if everybody's in favor, grant, and then we can move forward with the,
Preparing the
Excuse me.
legislation.
preparing the legislation for the next meeting?
I'm good with it.
Is anyone objecting to, needs to review it further? Okay, let's just go ahead and prepare the legislation for council's consideration. Okay? Anything else under communications? Okay. We can call down the council.
Mr. Whitaker?
Yeah, a couple things. First of all, it's come up in our committee meetings with Main Street Greenville that I just wanted to find out if there's anything in the works regarding getting the signs up for downtown parking, the off-street lots.
I was
in the works?
approached to help with the design of that through the Architectural Review Board, and I haven't heard back from him yet. And Matt from YOLO, and so it's still going. It's just we just don't have the design yet.
Okay. Is it just with the concern with all the events coming up in the spring and summer, people come downtown and they're saying that, that they can't find parking. And the problem is there's a problem with the perception of having a parking problem. We really don't have one. It's just a matter of getting people directed to the areas where they can park long-term and come downtown and enjoy the time. So, second of all, I just want to say, I don't have to explain a vote, but I'm going to, on this one, on number 9, the financial assistance for community-based entities. That was not targeted at anybody other than my indifference to the way it was handled with the Dark County Visitors Bureau and Main Street Greenville, when we clearly had a report filed on February 26th and somehow got left off and got dumped from the agenda, and then all of a sudden it got knocked down to 20,000 with no clear explanation of why that was done or how it was done, and I just didn't like it, so I just voted no. There you go. With that, I pass.
Mr. Wright?
I'll pass.
Mr. Godwin?
I'd like to make a motion to reconsider the utility committee report. Vote.
Okay, what item on your sheet was that?
One under committee reports.
I understand that. I mean, as far as your roll call there. At this point, the chair would recognize that motion. Now, here's a description. Under our policies and procedures and rules, a motion to reconsider is a proposal that has been acted upon favorably must be made before adjournment of the session of council at which the vote was taken. A motion to reconsider any other action taken by council must be made no later than the next regular meeting after the vote of council thereon. In either case, such motions may be made only by a member who voted on the prevailing side. The concurrence of a majority of the members present shall be sufficient for reconsidering of the vote. If the motion to reconsider is lost, it shall be not be entertained again.
I make a motion that we revisit it?
It's already been.
Oh, okay.
It's already
I'm sorry.
been
He was a no vote.
made.
You had a yes or no vote?
Yes.
He was okay.
Yes.
Oh, was it?
It was on the prevailing side, Mr. Godwin. Huh? Where Mr. Godwin voted yes, and he made the motion. Correct? No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. There were 3 noes and 4 yeses, correct?
2 noes.
Two.
4 yeses.
2 noes, 4 yeses. That's right, I'm sorry. All right. So, now, we have a motion on the floor to reconsider a previous action. Discussion on that.
So we're voting just on the motion to reconsider.
Right.
Okay.
Further
Voting
discussion?
on the motion to reconsider.
Huh?
We're voting on the motion to reconsider.
Yes. Call the roll.
Whitaker,
Yeah.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
Yes.
Hoddeshell,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Okay, so the motion to reconsider is passed. Now, we have the proposal back that would grant city services to a property on, you have the committee report there.
248 Cedars,
Yeah.
outside the city limits.
To provide services outside the city limits. Is there discussion on this issue? This is the motion.
And we're back to the original motion that was to approve the
To
report.
approve the report, that's correct.
Well, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances.
Let's hear, I'd like to hear some.
And the one thing is that there was the question of annexation and taking so long. And that's why we have a couple of representatives from the township, because they're willing to expedite the annexation. And therefore, there really is no necessity to grant this request. And looking at it another way is, look at what happened with the Irwin brothers. We refused there. And how can we now grant this to this property owner? I think even when we had our meeting, there was things that came up after we had the committee meeting that we were not aware of. That's why we had recommended that. Things changed after the meeting.
May I interject a point of clarification here on the other issue with this? This committee report, it's only stating that the council would approve it. It doesn't say what the parameters would be, with the exception of the storm sewer. So the whole selling of services outside of the city would fall under the description from the law director, which would be our standard procedure for doing that. Is that not correct? So, this doesn't spell out all of the parameters like we had with the other issue, okay? You
Yes.
follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, so I want to make sure everybody's clear on that. So the motion is to reconsider the vote on the committee report. Any further discussion or questions? Call the roll, please.
Whitaker,
No. No.
Wright,
No.
Godwin,
No.
Hensley,
No.
Hoddeshell,
No.
Rogers.
No.
Okay, motion fails, so the report is not accepted. Now, where were we here? We were in call of council, correct? Continue on.
Mr. Hensley,
Thank you.
Emily.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I really appreciate it. And it's Hensley. With that, I'll pass.
Mrs. Hoddeshell,
Just to echo Mr. Henley. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight, and with that, I pass.
Mr. Rogers.
And same thing, thanks for coming and seeing what all goes on in council. And with that, I pass.
President Burkett.
It's Headley.
Headley.
Headley Lamar. Some of you may recognize that. Anyway, I just wanted to comment, Mr. Garrison, you alluded to some other projects that the city's going to be getting into with some paving and some tearing up streets again. And, you know, it's like my conversation with a lot of people, particularly looking at the gasoline tax, fuel tax that's been proposed through the state legislature. And the comment is, well, everybody wants to drive on ribbon smooth roads, but nobody wants to pay for them. Well, we're going to have to pay for them. But nobody wants to have their travel to work or travel to various places disrupted because of detours or construction or so forth. Well, it has to get bad before it gets better. So please bear with us. Everybody's working as diligently as they can. And it's going to happen. And when it's all said and done, you know, the clock keeps ticking. It never stops. So it will be completed at some time, and we'll all enjoy the fruits of being torn up a little bit. So please be patient with all the different traffic patterns and everything else. With that, I'll entertain a motion to
So moved.
adjourn. By Mrs. Howdishell. Call the roll, please.
Whitaker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hensley,
Yes.
Hottishell,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Thank you. And
Start
good
calling
night.
you radar.